All right, you know what? Let's start with Zach. I'm curious to see what Zach's rating is. Like where he
Especially
ranks
since we haven't heard his rating of the whole
so
franchise.
Let you rank
Any
it.
of the ones that came out in the 80s? 5.
But
But once it got into the 90s,
too cheesy.
From worst to best. Let's go from worst to best.
All right, so worst. Okay, Kingdom Skull. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay.
Is your best or worst?
That starts from worst.
I'm doing worst to best.
Okay.
Like 5 out of 10. Like it was whatever. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't terrible, right? Then I would put this one. I think this one's a solid like 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
At most.
Yeah, you don't need to go to like number rankings, but it's just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I mean, I still think a number rating will give you like an idea of what I think of them. But I feel like the rest are pretty even. With I think an order would have to be 2, 1, 3.
Okay. So
from worst to best.
2 worst, or not worst, but like 2.
Actually, no, 2, 3, 1, because 1 is iconic.
Okay.
So you put
And they're all like
He puts
Temple
number 1
of
as his
Doom.
best.
yeah.
Crusade, and then Raiders
2, 3,
is
1.
iconic. You know,
Yeah.
okay. All right. That's what I thought he was going to do.
But those are all like pretty tied to me. Like if I gave them numbers, like I think at least an 8 or not, like 8.5 out of 10 each.
Okay.
Solid.
Cool. Danny, what would you do?
I think I'm very close with Zach. For the least, then
For
this one, Temple of Doom, and then like pretty much identical in rating. I'd probably say I like The Last Crusade better than Raiders, so it's Raiders and The Last Crusade.
I think I'm the same as you. What did you have as your best one? Your favorite?
Last Crusade.
Yeah, I'm the same as you.
So same order. Okay.
Yeah, same order. This Style of Destiny is going into it. I wasn't really expecting anything because of how disappointed I was with Crystal Skull.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it was pretty good, like it was decent enough for me to be like, yeah, like it was entertaining and fun for the most part, better than Crystal Skull, and that's kind of all I wanted. Like I wasn't expecting this movie to be
Better than
anywhere near any of the original trilogy. And if it was, then I would have been extremely amazed. But just the fact that it was good and fun enough to be better than Crystal Skull was good enough for me. And the ending was I'd rather this ending, much better ending to close off the story, because Harrison Ford's not coming back, than whatever we got with Crystal Skull. So yeah, that's kind of my same order. Even though there is still a lot of moments of suspending your disbelief in this movie as well, I just felt like it wasn't as much as Crystal Skull. So yeah,
okay.
Same order. Same order. I mean, Raiders is really good, but Last Crusade literally has them riding into the sunset. Like you could have just ended it there.
Yeah, you could have.
But
all right,
he rode into the sunset and hung up his hat. So
no, he kept his hat on. Cool.
All right, and X. All
right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a surprise because this is all for like mostly for personal reasons when we get to the top 3, which is the original trilogy. But yeah, we're all in agreement that it's Crystal Skull and then Dial of Destiny. But so Last Crusade is, as you can tell by this conversation I had with Zach just now, like that's obviously my top one. But so in third place, and this is extremely close, is actually Raiders for me.
Nice.
And I'll put Temple of Doom just ever so slightly above it, just because although there's no Indy being an archaeology professor, but this is like him like in his sort of like
prime.
Not so much in his prime, but like when he's like in his most like I'm here like in getting my hands dirty like with gangsters and trying to just kind of like really in it looking for like the treasure and stuff, but then realizing like, hey, one second, like, oh, there's always more than this. Like the only time we get distinguished like Professor Jones is when they're in the dinner speaking to the Maharaja's attendant, the one dude with the glasses, and that's when they bring up the whole idea of just like, like people accuse you of just being a type of grave robber, blah blah blah. Just like, oh well, it's a misunderstanding. It's like, I heard that they'd cut your hand off if they came back. He's like, well, it's wasn't my hand. So like, it took me a long time to realize what he was talking about. So a lot of little things that over time I was like, oh, I get what's going on here with Temple of Doom, but it was, I remember I have fond memories of watching that movie, like with my grandparents, especially like, it's that really happy scene with the kids coming back at the end. Like, it's really nice. But Raiders is like, the template, the standard, the OG, and Last Crusade is just, I can have a whole episode just talking about how much I love Last Crusade. So I'll leave it at that.
Nice.
Kind of like cool that we're all in agreement that Last Crusade is the best one. So I'm in good company here. Feels good. Feels really good.
Oh, we weren't doing reverse order?
Yeah, we were.
Last Crusade's the worst.
Get out of here.
Crystal Skull's the best. I love aliens, so there you go.